and welcome. Amanda Fisher, the Cash Flow Queen, and today I want to talk about the importance of asking questions so that you can get the right information that is useful for management reporting. You see, I've been working on a big project for a client, and the one issue that's come up time and time again is I keep getting answers or comments back from the managers that the information is not right, the numbers aren't right, it doesn't make sense. So I had the opportunity to sit down with a few of the managers one-on-one and talk to them about what their issues were and what their challenges were with the information they were being given. And what was fascinating to me was just how in that short 20 minutes, the first 20 minutes of each conversation, it became crystal clear where the information was not making sense. And a lot of it was about the presentation of it. So it wasn't even about the information itself, it was about the way it was presented. So one of the things that's really, really important when you're doing and preparing management reports is they've got to be meaningful. They have to have information that's useful for the person that's reading it. And in some cases, in this case, this information is being read by people at a number of different levels in the organisation. And so it needs to be useful for those that are at the ground level, that are doing the work, that are the ones that are effectively having their performance monitored on it. And it also has to be useful and relevant to those that are at higher management levels who are looking at the big picture, looking at the business owners, looking at the whole holistic what's going on in the business. And it just hit home to me again, and it's not that I don't know it, it's just how important it is to talk to the people who are using the reports. So when I'm working with business owners, one-on-one, on the smaller scale businesses, it's the business owner I'm talking to because they are the ones that are looking at the reports. But equally, when I'm looking at other businesses that are a bit larger, the sales team need reports that are relevant for sales. The operations team need reports that are relevant for operations. And they all need to kind of feed together for the business owner. So it's about finding the right information that's relevant and putting it in a format that is understandable and useful. So one of the other things we identified was that whilst the accounting system is great, and that's, as an accountant, where I think all the numbers are and it all works perfectly, but they have a purchase order system, and which most larger companies do, and what the guys were struggling with was they're looking at these numbers thinking that, the purchase order they put in 6 weeks ago is in the system. And we found that they weren't because there were often quite big lag times between when the purchase order was applied for and when the invoice hits and is entered into the accounting system, because it's only when it's an invoice that it's in the accounting figures. So have a good think about that. And it's one of the other little challenges that I find with smaller businesses is you may have a lot of invoices you owe, but are they in your accounting system? So making sure the numbers correlate, making sure that the numbers make sense to the person who's watching it. That's my little tip for this week. Hope you're having a good week and trust that you are doing well and taking care and staying safe. Until next time.